Welcome to my channel. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stepping Up demonstrator here in the Bargara area of Queensland in Australia, on the east coast of Australia. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm hoping that things will go a little bit more smoothly tonight than last week. And I was a bit concerned because we've had storms all afternoon and I thought, oh, I don't really want to be doing this if there are storms about. So if you're here watching, please say hello. I'd like to know that you're here. And before we start creating, what I'd like to do is just let everyone know that I have a class coming up in February, or could be around the 19th. Let me have a look at my calendar. Oh, it's the 20th and 21st, and we'll be using the Saying Thanks kit. I've ordered quite a few of these kits, and what we'll do is we'll break them down. We'll make 3 cards out of the kit, maybe changing it up just a little bit, creating our own design, and then my challenge to you will be to hand them out as random act of kindness cards to whoever you think deserves one or needs cheering up or whatever. So that's happening 20th and 21st of February. And in April sometime, in March sometime, I really want to do a class with the Wreath of Blooms kit, which is just a new one that's been added to our kit range. I have a feeling that this one will maybe run 2 weeks after that, so maybe that first weekend in March. I kind of want to do this as an extra class, so if you're interested in that, please message me and let me know, because I will need to order the kits, and if you're looking at doing it, I may ask for a small deposit to start with. Okay. Right, so tonight I need a housewarming card, and I thought the birdhouse dies would be an amazing, the dies and the stamp set, they would be an amazing bundle to use. And because we don't have a housewarming greeting anywhere in our current range that I'm aware of, I grabbed this really old stamp set from our house to yours, and I'm going to use that exact sentiment there. I thought that's, and I've actually emailed Stampin' Up this afternoon and just let them know that maybe they should consider bringing a housewarming stamp set out. Oh, hi Bev, thank you for joining me. Hi Vicky, glad you could make it. So yeah, so that's the bundle and this extra stamp set. If you don't have anything with that kind of sentiment in it, maybe like a congratulations maybe, and then on the inside you could say on your new home. But yes, that's what I'll be using. And I've grabbed these papers out, these absolutely gorgeous papers, and we'll be using the B side of these. I thought would look nice, so I often prefer the B sides to our papers, but these are gorgeous papers. So there's a smaller floral design, and then the Blushing Bride. I'm going to run out of room here. We've got this gorgeous blue, and then these the rich raspberry, I would say, and the greens on that side, which is, oh, the gorgeous, oh, what color have I got here? What's the pink? Far out. I can never think when I'm fresh freezer. Fresh freezer is it. And then a foliage pattern. Lisa, hi there Lisa, glad you could make it. How's the weather down your way, Lisa? It's been stinking hot here today. We've had storms all afternoon, and I think I've been told they're going to last for another cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I have my fan going in my room. All right, these is the gorgeous B-side for this sheet. And these, I don't know whether if you follow Stamping Up or Pinterest or anything like that, there's been a lot of cards made out of these motifs. They've cut them out, trimmed them down to layer them on a card front. And we have the beautiful green and this double pattern. Great one for scrapbooking. Absolutely beautiful page for scrapbooking. And another watercolor design with a larger floral pattern on that side. So what am I doing? I have prepared myself earlier a little bit. You will need for this, because it's a photopolymer stamp, I've grabbed out my Stampin' Pierce mat, which I've covered. We all know that. Some dimensionals, large and small, and I've also got my foam adhesive strips. Now these come in a packet with two sheets, and they are quite long, so I actually trim mine down so that they are a little bit more manageable. And they are quite long, like they are just over 9 inches, which is, gosh, I don't know, 9 inches, 23 centimeters. So I'll be using the foam strips for my greeting and the dimensionals for everything else. What else will I need? Inks, soft suede, maybe a touch of Bermuda Bay, I'm not quite sure yet. Granny apple green, a blender pen. My image has been stamped in VersaMark and then embossed with black. I've got my embossing powder in a container I've emptied. There's about 2 or 3 containers in there, and I just find that a whole lot easier to work with when I'm embossing, heat embossing. So that's that done. All right, card pieces. We don't need that. I've got a Granny Apple Green card base. I have a matte layer, which is 3/8 of an inch smaller on 2 sides than the card front. Now your 3/8 of an inch is roughly 2 centimeters. No, it's not a centimeter. So it's roughly a centimeter. And that's not 3/8 of an inch. Yes, it is. 3/8 of an inch. And that's roughly like, ooh, a centimeter. A centimeter less on 2 sides. We've got, I've trimmed a piece of the paper. And, oh, that's not trimmed right. I need to trim that down a little bit more. So that's a 1/2 inch, and that's not quite, that hasn't been trimmed. So that's 1/2 inch. I'll just get my paper trimmer and we'll take an take 1/8 of an inch off. On just 2 sides, okay? So it's smaller on 2 sides. Just move that out the road. So that's smaller on 2 sides. So you have this tiny little white border all the way around. You've also got an inner, what I call an inner for the inside of the card, and that will be 1/4 of an inch smaller on 2 sides. I have a feeling I had them mixed up, but anyway, that's fine. So that goes on the inside. We need a scrap of cardstock to cut out your cage. You need a scrap of cardstock to stamp and colour your image, and you need a scrap to stamp your sentiment. Okay, and I've actually done all that. I haven't coloured, but I have stamped my image, and so that's stamped in black, stamped in VersaMark and heat embossed in black. I'll need that, don't let me lose that. There's my bird cage out from the die, which is this one here. And there's my sentiment, and this die here, once we colour it, I'm going to colour it first because it'll be easier. I'll die cut that through the little mini cut and emboss machine because all these will fit in that. Janice, come on in. I would love to say sit by my fire, but boy, oh boy, you're not going to want a fire where I am today. It's like 32 degrees and it feels like 35. And it's like, oh, no. So by all means, if you've got a fire going at your place, enjoy and have a hot toddy, because I'm having a cool one. Just saying. Right, okay. So to start with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour my birds. And I'm going to colour my birds. I don't know. I need a block, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as a palette. You also need just a little bit of soft suede for the little twig that's there. And we're going to colour our birds. So this is a blender pen. And what we're going to do is just pick up a little bit of colour, and we're going to start from the top and then pull that colour down. I'm going to add a little bit more colour in here on the edge, and again we're going to start dark at the bottom, take off some of that colour and then pull that up underneath. All right, and again start at the top and then pull that colour down. Start at the bottom, take off some of that colour because it's quite heavy, and then just colour his tail. All right, so that's Granny Apple Green we're using. Forgot to take the colour off there, but that's okay. Still works. All right, now because this is Whisper White, Basic White, just a regular cardstock, you can't go backwards and forwards too much because your cardstock will pill. It'll get the little lumps of cardstock. So I'm just really quickly applying that colour and pulling it down. Just going to add a little bit of dark there. And I might just go where a shadow would be under the branch that they're sitting on. I'm just going to add a little bit more colour just right underneath. And then just blend that out. Just go very, very carefully. I'm really kind of like dabbing the colour on, And I'm trying to leave the tummies just a little bit wider because in reality that's what it would be. All right, so I'm going to take that green off, that colour, and I'm going to now colour the little branch that they're on. They do have little feety there, but I'm just going to go straight over the top because it's almost the same colour. And then I'm also going to try and add a little bit of this soft suede. I know that it's probably not the right colour, but if you wanted to, you could use a yellow, one of the yellows, Daffodil Delight, also Saffron, or even Mango Melody. All right, so there are our birds, and we're going to get this cute little machine that I've got sitting here. And we're going to, I've got a little piece of washi tape, and we're going to just line it up and stick it down with a little bit of washi tape. So there we go, and we'll run that through. Let me go this way. And there we have our 5 little parakeets sitting on a branch. Sharon's here too. Hello, Sharon. It must be stinking hot up at your place, because boy, it's stinking hot here. Let me pick that up out the road. Okay. All right. So we have our birds, and right now I'm going to use the smaller dimensionals on here. Don't worry if you don't have the little ones. The big ones do fit. And if they don't quite fit, well, you can just trim them with your snips. Okay, so that's that done. The next thing I want to do is work my front, put my front together. Glue. I need my Tombow. This is my favorite glue, especially when you're dealing with little narrow edges like I've got happening here. Just gives you a little bit of wiggle time. Sorry, I'm not watching. Oh, that's right, you're in Brisbane tonight, Sharon. I forgot that. Oh, how was your trip down? Was it wet? Because boy, oh boy, I know you mightn't have got the storms going down the other highway. Oh, I bet Sharon wishes it was dinner and a show, Heidi. It's not quite for that. All right. Right, so there's that. And before I stick it on my card front, I need to find, oh, of course, now I've lost my bird cage. Did anyone, no, there it is. And so anyone see where I did my put my bird cage? So all I'm going to do for my bird cage is I'm going to add a little bit of glue up. Oh, that's way too much. Can I share that down here? It's a new bottle, so it's just gushing out at the moment. All right, so we're going to just roughly, straight as you can. It's probably a little bit high, but that's okay. That'll do. No, you other show. I'm sorry, Heidi, I get it now. Uh, right, okay, and I'll put my birds on. We will put these on. All right, so I'm going to try and line up where the branch is. Oop. We're going to line that up with where that piece goes across. So there we have our birds. Now, I messed around, didn't quite know how I was going to put this on my card front, this sentiment. Where are my scissors? And I thought I don't like it the way it's sitting there. So I thought I would trim it down and separate each one. And because these letters are actually a little bit wonky, if your cutting is not straight, it's not that obvious. All right. And again, we'll go across the top. Now, if you don't want a fussy cut, by all means, you can leave it the way it is and add it to the front. And this one, I did actually shape it a bit because I thought it looked a bit weird because it's got an ascending letter and a descending letter, because I'm learning all about that at the moment, which is cool, in my calligraphy lessons. It's been very interesting and I'm really enjoying it. Only that I need to make time to practice, because without practice, it's like anything. And that's a bit. All right, so this is where I'm going to get my little strips, my foam strips, and add it. Oh, awesome. Enjoy, Heidi. I really loved your card. I want to know where you're getting your postcards from, because I thought it was very interesting sending off a card and using a postcard as like a little protective barrier. Sorry guys, I don't know whether you, what's going on here? It's kind of sticking to all the wrong places. That's gone scooting off over there. Just trim that, it's a bit long. Trim that off. This one. All right. Use this piece, it's a bit longer, and I'll stick that over here. We can use that another time. All right, so I thought we would go from our house. From our house to yours, and use the strips, the adhesive strips, to help secure the bird cage, which has only got glue top and bottom at the moment. So this will help just keep it in place. So from our house. And I probably should have a pair of tweezers because, you know, we have them now. From our house. To yours. And yes, I put a little suggestion in the suggestion box. You can do that, guys, if in case you didn't know. If there's something that you think Stampin' Up should look at. And now, because this isn't being isn't being posted, rather, it's being hand delivered, I'm going to add a little bit more, a few more dimensionals. The other thing I've suggested, and I don't know whether you all agree with me or not, is that I wish we had the option of buying the letter-sized cardstock, because I've come to realise that a lot of the dies and a lot of the big background stamps are made to fit the letter-sized card fronts. All right, so I've just added a little bit of Tombow to my dimensionals, and that will give me, hopefully, a little bit of time to get it where I need it to be without it sticking down too much. So there's the front. And just bear with me, I'm going to grab my older packet of DSP and just find, because I want to put a little bit of cardstock, paper across the bottom when I find, where are my scraps? Here's my little packet of scraps. Surely I've got something in here. What's this one? This one looks cute. All right, so I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to cut a little 1/4 inch strip. Pick that up. And we're going to add that to the inner, and that's not even straight, and it's probably up just a little bit too high, but that's okay. And we're going to add a little bit of glue to the back. You like it, Vicky? There. Oh, I was going to use Bermuda Bay. I didn't end up using it. But you could have added a little bit of Bermuda Bay to one of the birds or a couple of the birds, and I've got stuff everywhere. Oh. All right, easy peasy, there you go. Wow, that was quick. You like that, Beck? Thanks. So that's the card, from our house to yours. If you don't want to fussy cut, just find a congratulations, like I said earlier, and you can just put it good across the bottom, attach it across the bottom of the cage. I think that would work. Another option is, rather than birds, you could add flowers, like I did on on Beb's birthday card. And the inside, because you can't have a naked card, can we? Thanks, Lisa. Right, well, that's it for me. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you like what you've seen tonight, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of any future videos, please hit that subscribe button and choose the notification bell for that to happen. Oh, no naked envelopes. I'll work on that too, Heidi. I will. I think that's a great idea as well. So, actually, it looks pretty good on screen, I have to say. So I hope that the recipient enjoys it as much as I've enjoyed making it. Share the video, please. Thanks, Heidi. God bless you. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great week. Next week, I'm going to do a really simple video next week because we'll be coming home from Brisbane on Wednesday. We're going down to Brisbane. My daughter's got a wedding dress appointment. They're taking measurements. They're starting the process. So that's happening. And I also want to go and check out the shops while I'm there. So that'll be fun. And we won't be getting back until Wednesday. If I'm feeling all right, what I might do is come on and show you all my birthday cards because it was my birthday a few weeks ago. So I'd like to share all my birthday cards with everyone. So, all right. God bless and take care, everyone. Have a great week. All right. Bye.